PVGA.
Welcome back everybody, Holiday Doc here, and yeah, we got another Battlefield 3 beta video for you today. This time, I'm using the support class, dropping ammo like a boss, making sure my teammates never run out of bullets to fire into the opposition, and I am using the I think it's a 249, I believe, with an ACOG and a front end grip. Yeah, it is the M249. So, what I've been basically trying to do in these last couple days is not only continuously try to find the max level, which we still have not found out what it is, but adapt my playstyle completely. And as you guys have probably noticed, I started out playing this game very aggressive. Now I'm still playing aggressive, but I've got more of an objective base in mind. Like as you see here, you know, I plant the MCOM, run up mid stairs because mid stairs cuts away from the back end of things. You don't get caught running up the stairways or running up the front eskies where people are usually camped out and waiting. Choosing your routes is very important. Flanking, very important. So I've put all these things together and I've really started to notice a change in my playstyle. You know, we're winning games much quicker. If you saw the base race video, we have beat that score, and the score to beat is now 6 minutes and 45 seconds. And ultimately, I'm having a tremendous amount of fun playing this game. It's so well done. You know, obviously there's still some glitches and work-throughs. And I've been doing my best to give the development team unlisted videos of problems that I see in the game and things that need improvement. And I think that's a big part of these betas, as if you're a part of the community and you have something to say, you know, make sure you say it. Make sure you're vocal and you're opinionated and you get yourself heard. That's what I've been doing. I've been making videos here and there of issues that I've found throughout the maps and throughout the gameplay, and we put them all together. So back on track with the gameplay, you know, we planted on the A side, got the A side planted fairly easily, but now this B side is super difficult to get it if you've got people entrenched in the back side of that hallway, down in lockers, or the kill zone as I like to call it. How do you beat that? Well, you're going to see a couple times here where I just try to run down, lay down, and put down my bipod. If you can get an LMG guy down in that hallway, it's pretty hard to get them out of that situation. Case in point, we got this guy laying on the ground, digging the dirt, looking through the doorway, but you can't knock him. He is defending the area. So what I try to do is continuously push in. Kill to death, it's not a big deal. I'm just trying to make sure we win. I hate losing. I hate losing more than anything. If you don't follow me from the Call of Duty stuff and you follow me from the Battlefield stuff, you should be fully aware that when I lose, I rage, even in this game. So I try everything I can in my power to make sure that I do not lose, do not have any issues in front of me. So you're going to see continually pushing for these objectives. So the objective at hand right now is not just to plant B, but to lock down the area at hand. So we got a lone guy who managed to get in there and plant B, but he's got no support with him, so obviously they just saw him really quick. I'm going to push up to the front side now, but as I do that, we have left it wide open for quite some time, so I don't want to just rush in and just get caught from the side, which usually happens once you've left an area for a little bit. I'm going to take a bit of a chance, and I'm going to scout the area first. You know, I see and I mark, and for console guys, please fucking mark the players on the map. And we got another dick in the dirt guy. I think it's the same guy. Senseless, fuck. What a tool. But yet again, he's proned up, laying on the ground behind us, a magical smoke cloud, so I couldn't really grab a quick view of him, and right as I throw the grenade, I get hit from the side there, and it kind of throws my grenade aim off, which is kind of terrible. Yeah, so once again, I'm going to try and secure this B hallway. B hallway is very important to hold down. And I'm going to try a couple of different times, and I'm persistent. I do have a medic behind me, so I'm not worried about wasting tickets. Now, I'm sure that's probably going to come up. Doc, you're just wasting tickets, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not. I do have a medic that I am communicating with behind me. So I'm going to try and get in there, and he does have an ability, so I finally get the bipod down. And now I'm thinking, okay, now I got a good shot, now I got a good chance. I just got to keep mowing in and take the focus off of this hallway and let my teammates get in there. But right as I do that, I get hit from the side, which really sucks. I was really actually happy about taking that position finally. And respawning on my teammate here, this kind of baffles me. Now my teammate is right in the middle of nowhere, and I should have hit the guy to my right who was actually looking at me instead of going for the two assholes that weren't. Stupid play by myself there. Going back, if I would have got the first, I would have had a nice three-piece there, lining them up, knocking them down. So I spawned in this situation again. And I don't understand how this guy's not dead. People are constantly walking right by him. Nobody's hitting him, but as soon as I spawn on him, I get wrecked every time. It's kind of a shame. I hate it. But I didn't want to spawn back at the attacker's spawn point, so you gotta do what you do. And he finally dies, so here we are, way back at the back end of the map, and we don't have a recon class with us, so those mobile spawn points are tremendously invaluable when you're trying to attack these points. You know, placing them up, allowing your team to have a quick respawn time and close proximity. Right here, you're going to notice that it bounces. You know, the ACOG definitely does not help in that bouncing up and down. But keep going at it. Nade chuck bounces off the roof. I'm still getting used to the nade throws. They are much different than what I'm used to in this COD franchise. It's more, I feel like the nade throws in this game are more like a football toss, you know, straight and just hard throwing. Whereas Call of Duty, it's kind of like a lob. You gotta chuck it up in the air for any sort of distance. And that was kind of really dumb of me. And it's always interesting going back and evaluating your gameplay, just noticing tendencies and situations where you could have come out on much better or on top. For example, right there, you know, I poked out into a very high rate of fire area into the right side doorway, got a couple markers on myself and backed up, and then I proceeded to just jump back into the fire, and I got hit again. So now we've planted both these bombs. Now it's time to move up, and yet again I get picked on the run. I assumed that we had cleared the area. If nobody was at B, I was unaware that oh man, thanks for the Rambo revive. It's so nice. Don't revive me, bro. Come on now. Now, I'll take the revive. You know, we're on the next part. We have to save those tickets. Here's a question for you guys out there. Can you leave your answers down in the comment section below? What do you think is the hardest base to take on the attacker side of this map? Lots of people were going to say this one, the third base. Some people will say the fourth. Some people will say the second. For me, I think it's the second. Second's probably the hardest to get into. If you're playing a smart defending team, that is. There's so many just different little choke points that the opposition can funnel you into time and time again. Also, if they're using their mobile spawn points effectively, they can spawn outside behind you and constantly flank behind you, leaving you with questioning, am I going to get hit from behind? Do we have anybody back there watching? What are we going to do? So once you reach this point, you don't have to worry about them being behind you at times. There is still the chance that somebody's going to be, you know, trying to be smart or go for a 360 YY, no fakey in the back of your spawn somewhere. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Coming up here, I always check up here because, you know, you're either going to catch the opposition up here, or you're going to catch an opposition MCOM, or not MCOM. I keep saying mobile. It's a mobile spawn point up here, and I try to always watch for it. So I have a couple people already in the A side, so I think they're planning, but they were in the top side. So once I get MCOM B planted, I'm going to just try and throw off the opposition for a little bit, but I chose to get into a gunfight instead of just backing up playing smart. So many different things you can do. I did get hit from behind on this one, so there wasn't really a whole lot of things I could do in this situation, but I was the lone wolf trying to plan it by myself, and it didn't work out. So I was trying to find a new squad with more people in it, as you have to utilize your squad in this game, and I realize more and more every time I play this game that your teammates make or break you, and the lone wolf, just being that good player, isn't always going to help you. So I don't know what these guys were doing here. Yeah. Good thing they're back. So, it seems like it's always up to me to plant these MCOMs, and I'm not really sure why. Sometimes your teammates just don't go for them. Other times, they just want to go for kills at this point. Once you get to the 4th base, and you got a lot of tickets left, like we do, 81 tickets, lots of people are going to go for those the spawn rate, which I feel like this game has a lot of spawn rate to hand out, and if you're not packing the Vaseline, it's going to be a very hard ride for you. No pun intended, but here we are winning the game. I thought it was a decent gameplay, so I figured I'd upload it to you. Got a decent score as well. Playing the objective, PTFO 45-27, 7,000 point score. Not too shabby if you ask me. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Holiday Doc, and I'm out of here.